Hello and welcome to the Lost Pines Workshop. I'm JC Jensen. So this is How to Finish a Cherry Dresser, Episode 4, Applying the Oil Varnish. So in the last episode we applied our shellac and I let it single coat of shellac and I've let it rest. It's been about 12 hours because I was tired, right? It was the end of the day. All right, so I finished that up. So this morning I've come in and using 4/0 steel wool, just buffed it all out. It's still got a wonderful wood texture to it, right? It's nice and smooth, and then yeah, it's great. So after I did the 4/0, took my air compressor, blew all the junk out the door, all the metal particles that I could, blew it off really well, and then I went after it with the blue paper towels again, and just continued to wipe the surface all over until that paper towel was clean. I steel wooled the inside as well, right? Because we applied shellac here for our drawer slide to keep it all nice and even and smooth. So now we're ready to apply our oil varnish. There are several options for the oil varnish. I have used water locks on numerous occasions for different projects, especially those requiring water protection. This is a dresser. Hopefully it doesn't ever see water. So I have chosen to use Danish oil. And the reason that I've chosen that, I still have, even though this is really, really smooth, it still has the wood texture to it. Danish oil, by just the nature of what it is, boiled linseed oil, a varnish, and some type of thinner, depending on manufacturer or what they put in it. But once it's applied, it's still the wood, the surface still maintains that wood texture, and I really like that. I like to be as natural as I can, while still providing long-term protection. The other benefit to that, or to Danish oil and water locks, is that if it should ever if it should ever get some light scratches and whatnot, you can simply sand that area and reapply, and it goes on really smooth, levels out, looks fabulous. All right, so for my application, you can use a brush, you can use a foam pad. I'm sticking with my cotton rags because I just feel I have the most control with a rag. Right, so our first coat is going to be fairly heavy, but I'm going to cover. I'm not doing the inside, right? Or we're only going to do the outside, and I'll put the first coat on fairly heavy. Now I'm using, I didn't go out and buy some fancy stuff. Watco, probably not the best out there as far as brand goes, but it's what's readily available here. And I know that the customer, should they ever need, can readily get it. It's readily available. According to the directions on their directions, you apply basically a flood coat. You allow it to dry for 15 minutes and then apply another coat. And after 72 hours, you're done. Well, I'm going to take a slightly different approach. I'm going to apply a coat today. And then I'm going to come back tomorrow and do it again. I'll feel the texture after overnight, make sure I don't have any blemishes, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to apply a second coat. I'm going to allow that to sit and just inspect the piece. And if I see anything that I don't like, then I can correct it and continue. And I'm not sure how many coats I'm going to put on here. I anticipate 3, but maybe as many as 5. But I'm planning on 3. All right. Stick around. Okay, so I changed angles on you so you get a different view. You can see perhaps the richness of the color that we've got already. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Okay, so the case now has 3 full coats of the Danish oil on it, and at this point I'm done with it. I'm going to let I'm not going to touch this for a full 72 hours to let that Danish oil fully set up and cure. In the meantime, I'm going to get started on the drawers. Same same products, slightly different technique. So stay tuned. Please remember to hit the like button, and we'll see you down the road.